We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the option. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. With the catch, it's Haynes, and he's wrestled to the ground.
One of the things we love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2nd down coming up. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off. And
a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack in the fair.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The coaches talked about got to get to the quarterback, got to ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Got it set up on the outside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can. About the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive results.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. On the option. Now the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Caught over the middle. It's Crow. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great job by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this
breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Tiger quarterback giving him a little extra to that War Eagle run there.
And I tell you what, Auburn, one of the great.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Knight. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. He has the first and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, South Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. And it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
Makes the catch on the left, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Auburn lines up quickly. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab over the middle. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intent.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback. Something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. To throw, it's Gardner. Blasted as he lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks are on the move. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Knight. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and
this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking everywhere for room to... But really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Knight. Rushes on him, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Lou.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team, and these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on.
There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hauls it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Briggs. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 35. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a tight end trying to get in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to...
Tons of room in the middle. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Owen. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for it, rub it in your face, eat that. I don't like the other coach.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.